let's talk about the signature dribble moves. Those are some of my favorite.
Yeah, we have Kyrie, one of your favorite players, one of the best ball handlers in the league. The signature dribbles are really easy to pull off. We call them rhythm dribbles. Use the pro stick and you just flick it toward the basket. And you'll see he just pulls off this sick combo. And you can branch at any time out of this to first step or to other moves as well. So you can just kind of chain moves together by flicking the stick in different directions. And just kind of create whatever combo you want. And you can also do it while you're walking, which is something that's new this year in 2K18. If you're walking forward, you can kind of...
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here, and so is the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, it'll be the New Orleans Pelicans up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. For the Cavaliers, they've gone 4-1 over the last 5, playing pretty well, and they're looking to build on that tonight.
Sit down.
We'll be bringing you an interconference matchup in this one. Let's.
Guys, you told me their primary.
Thanks, David. And a huge payroll for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Steve, there's been tension at times with LeBron demanding more help to keep his team in title contention.
Yeah, the dollar signs, the luxury tax payments, and the tens of millions. Ownership made that commitment when they asked LeBron to come back. Money is no object when it comes to winning rings.
Tip-off goes to New Orleans. All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. So for New Orleans right now, Hill and Davis are the forwards. Holiday out there with Jordan Crawford, and it's Cousins in at the 5 down low. Hill with it. Now guarded by Crowder. 5 to shoot. Takes the 3. New Orleans getting another chance here. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. Pelicans shooting their first free throws of the game right now. And the first one drops. Break from his one-and-done season at Kentucky, leading college basketball in block shots. We knew Anthony Davis could dominate defensively, but did you have any idea he'd be this good offensively?
None. I mean, with his length and athleticism, you knew he'd have an impact as a finisher. But the way his shooting has developed, it has been remarkable. Now, granted, this was a guy that at one point was recruited to play point guard coming out of high school, but he's playing more like a shooting guard with his skill set.
Thomas with another miss. And so here is New Orleans, fresh from a win against Portland.
And I know the defense wasn't great, but yet and still, their ability to stay composed was impressive.
When things come too easy, it's easy to lose focus. But they held each other accountable and played hard.
That doesn't go either for Thomas. For New Orleans, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Stolen by Thompson. And here we go with Thomas. Nobody back. Drops in the breakaway layup.
The long arm of Thompson snatches the ball, kickstarts the fast break.
Holiday against Thomas. And Holiday kicks to Cousins. Shoots from 12. That one doesn't go. Good D by Thompson.
Still scoreless after 4 attempts, struggling to find any daylight.
Thomas outside. Again, Thomas missing.
He's hit a rough patch this quarter. He's trying to shoot his way out of it, though.
Screen by Cousins. Davis with a screen on Crowder. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Holiday with it. 9 points last game. 5 on the clock. The 3 from Hill.
And whether or not he makes the all-defensive team, LeBron is one of the league's premier defenders.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Here's Thunder, guarded by Crawford. Here's Thunder, and stolen by Cousins. 4-on-3 break. Here's Hill. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. Hill's got his first bucket of the night.
That's just an incredible find coming from the big man. No debating Cousins' smarts on the court. He picks out a pass there that not many guys would have seen.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws of the game. At the line, your Cavaliers. And he makes the first.
Yeah, and the Pelicans, after making the playoffs in 2015, had some high expectations with superstar Anthony Davis, but last year was a bit of a disappointment, and it forced them to kind of pull the trigger and go out and land DeMarcus Cousins. So their fortunes now, I think, are going to be held by those 2 anchors on the front line.
Here's the screen. Crawford outside. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Greg, what would you say is the key for the... Pelicans to get back in the playoff mix?
There's several. I think rebounding was a big problem. The trade for Cousins should help in that area, and every team needs more shooting. But I think in particular, this group does. And then first and foremost, look, you got to stay healthy. Hard to figure out what you have when you never get a chance to see it.
And on some plays, everything goes your way except for the finish.
James with some nice D.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Keeping his head on a swivel, LeBron locates the open man.
Outside Holiday. Cousins dishes to Crawford. Tries from 10. That one off the back iron and out.
Well, this is what happens when you're a threat down low. You attract a lot of defensive attention.
Crowder the pass to Thomas. Drains the three-pointer. Thomas got 5 now.
Oh, a good open look, and he sprays it home from 3.
And Holiday kicks to Davis. Unable to get that one. Good D by Thompson. On the wing, James. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
Completely in rhythm that time. LeBron working off the catch and shoot.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And finished off by Davis.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Here's Thunder, guarded by Crawford. And the wide open shot from Crowder. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Crowder's got his first 3 points of the game.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And Holiday kicks to Davis. Back to Holiday. Davis with a screen on Crowder. Holiday dishes to Cousins. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call. The Cavaliers leading by 9. So for New Orleans right now, the bigs inside, Davis and Cousins. Jordan Crawford out there with Holiday, and it's Hill in at the 3 spot.
And you know, he's got the ability, but the question is that really the best shot you can get?
Certainly not the high percentage look, but we don't know what the game plan is calling for. That might be it.
Smitty, you were very much the prototypical wing player during your career. When you look around the league, which current player reminds you, say, most of yourself and your style?
You know, I think a guy, he's getting a little bit older, but I think the most a similar guy for me was Joe Johnson. Some of the guys I love watching right now, I was definitely not that long, and a guy could create that much space is Giannis because he can handle the basketball. I'm looking forward to watching Ben Simmons. I like the 6'8", 6'9" guys that can handle the basketball, but I would say Joe Johnson, and he's still going.
Inside, here's Davis. And the Pelicans miss again.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
And just not able to find the target from three-point range here in the second quarter, although he did knock down one in the first. As dangerous as he is inside, Davis gives opponents nightmares when he's able to get to the mid-range. He's very reliable when he steps back and takes the jump shot.
Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Here's Thunder, guarded by Crawford. Thompson sets the pick for Crowder. Off the pick. A second chance effort. Basket is good, and they'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
The Cavaliers shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. And the New Orleans Pelicans last season with one of the worst offensive rebounding percentages in history.
Yeah, I mean, it improved somewhat with DeMarcus Cousins coming in. But I think really it's the team's philosophy, though. They value getting back in transition more than they value a chance to attack that offensive glass.
Here's Thunder, guarded by Crawford. Here's Thompson, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Thompson's got his second basket.
The unbelievable effort. Thompson, a dedicated warrior on the offensive glass.
Hill has the open look. Off target from outside.
He's being aggressive, trying to turn around the team's fortunes, but he's having a hard time executing.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And for Cleveland, repeat or no repeat, just having that first title still resonates. A city no longer defined by sports futility.
You know, Steve, many felt that it was fitting that the Cavaliers came back in the 2016 finals from a 3-1 series deficit to win it all. If you're going to finally break through, it would have to be against all odds to make something like that happen.
Yeah, so true. And the actual ring the team got after that comeback has a story to it. 3 white diamonds and 4 red garnets, showing the sequence of wins and losses. It reflects determination and the end of a curse.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Pelicans do have their challenges, but Anthony Davis remains committed to winning in New Orleans. He said, "I love it here. I don't plan on leaving. Yes, I fit into that old school category where I want to try to win where I start my career. That's always been a goal of mine. My goal is to bring a championship here." Kevin?
And David, loyalty does go a long way. Davis is a perfect guy to build your team around. He wants to win. And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
And this is what you got to do. I mean, if it ain't working, call timeout, try to figure out what you can do to fix the problem.
You know, also, it's just a chance to take a breath, regroup, get your mind set, and come back out fresh.
And a look now at the breakdown between 3-point and 2-point shots attempted here tonight for the Pelicans. And Holiday kicks to Crawford. Crawford missing again.
Not sure of the thought process on that one. Really bad shot selection.
Well, you're playing for the team, not just yourself. They needed much better execution that trip down the floor.
Thomas, no good.
When you defend a good mid-range shooter, this is how you contest without fouling.
The turnaround jumper. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Korver passes to Thomas. Thompson, a screen on Holiday. Here's Thunder, guarded by Crawford. Gets it to fall in the bucket from Thunder. Thunder's got 6.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And Holiday kicks to Hill. Screen by Cousins. Hill inside, defended by Crowder. Outside Holiday. The Cavaliers pull it in. Crowder's got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to Thunder. Dishes it to Thomas. Kicks it to Korver. Over Hill. That one dropped for his 2nd bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Good D, but Korver with the quick release.
Thomas against Holiday. There's the dish to Crawford. Davis setting the pick for Crawford. He feeds it to Davis. Lays it up and banks it in. He's got 8.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins. And the Cavaliers will go with it. And so it's Cleveland enjoying a...
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Alvin Gentry. Coach, they had control in the first half. How were they able to do that?
Well, we turned the ball over, and our transition defense wasn't very good. We got to do a better job of executing, and we got to do a better job of just taking the shots that are available to us.
One thing at a time. Get you back in. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third... Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. The Cavaliers leading by 12. LeBron and Crowder, the tandem at forward. Thomas is out there with Thunder, and it's Thompson in at center. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue.
One of the best finishers this league has ever seen. LeBron with another inside.
And Steve, so many star players get credit for their offensive game. LeBron James is just as much a factor on the other end of the floor at the defensive end.
Yeah, on that end, he's incredibly versatile. He can guard 1 through 5. He said that his chase down block of Iguodala in the 2016 finals was the defining play of his career. Obviously, he takes tremendous pride in his defensive game.
And that's how you want to come out of the locker room. He is fired up.
Yes, in the first minute or so, you knock down a couple of shots, you are in rhythm. He's just one of those guys who just knows how to generate offense regardless of the situation.
Here's Thunder, guarded by Crawford. Back to Crowder. Thompson right side. Shot clock at 5, and it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here.
Yeah, tremendous hustle just to get a hand on that one.
Reads the play, quick reaction, almost comes up with that steal.
And that one's good by LeBron.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Cousins dishes to Hill. And here is Cousins. He has 5. It's good. Cousins has got 7 points.
And Cousins, also a good ball handler, just taking it strong there to the hole.
Thompson, a screen on Hill. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
And LeBron James, a four-time MVP, one of 5 players, Smitty, ever to achieve that.
And last season became the first ever to total 27,000 points, 7,000 assists, and 7,000 rebounds. He's the greatest small forward ever to play this game, in my opinion.
Thomas, it's a wide open look. No good on the three.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Davis sets a screen. Hill passes to Davis. Good, the assist goes to Hill. 12 points for him.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
The momentum is building, scoring in a bunch of ways. That's why it's... And this is how you fire up your teammates. LeBron with a 10 on that one.
And the replay presented, of course, by Under Armour. Unleash chaos. Great stuff and some great basketball going on. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. And the rise of the analytics movement in basketball, Steve, hard to miss over the last 5 or 6 years. You can't read a story without a writer, without a broadcaster referring to some kind of number, analytic term, or an angle to a story. Teams incorporating a more scientific approach. How do you like that?
You know, Kevin, I love it, especially when you're evaluating guys coming out of college to the pro game. So much when guys use it just 100% to how to coach the game, teach the game, draft players. I still think all sports is a game of feel. And when you're out on that court, I'm not looking at saying this guy shoots from here because he's capable of doing other things. I think a little bit low dosage of it, but more importantly, I want guys to know how to play the game from a feel.
Johnson gets the bucket.
And you couldn't have scripted a better start to the half. They've hit every single shot since the break.
Passes it to Thunder. Thomas a screen. Pass to Shumpert. And there's the feet to Thomas. Thompson sets the pick for Thomas. Fires at the elbow. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Thomas got his 3rd basket of the night.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Now Holiday looking for his first basket still in this one. Off the screen, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Thomas kicks to Shumpert. Thompson, high post. Outside Crowder. The pass to Thunder. Pelicans pull it in. Ajinsa's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Clark for 3. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
They found the touch from the field here in the second half. It was a struggle in that first.
Shumpert in the corner. Crowder against Johnson. And he makes the bucket through contact and gets the whistle too. Here's Jackson. 6 points for him. Outside, Davis. Feeds to Crawford. Back to Davis. Over LeBron. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. The Cavaliers leading by 15. Smith outside. Rose sets the screen for Smith from downtown, and he hits it from deep. 3 points there from Thunder. Thunder's got 9.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Jackson kicks to Davis. There's the pick. Back to Jackson. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Thompson sets the pick for Smith. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Cleveland. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We'll return shortly. Let's take a listen now to Alvin Gentry.
Forget about the score and let's compete. Just compete. That's all. Not that hard to do now.
Without worrying about what's led up to this point, Alvin Gentry trying to refocus his players' efforts.
Yeah, I mean, dwelling on the point differential at this point isn't going to fix anything. But all 5 guys giving maximum effort, that might be a cure-all for a whole lot.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the 4th. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the 4th quarter going. The star big men pair of Davis and Cousins are up front. Jordan Crawford out there with Jackson, and it's Clark in at the 3. And the Pelicans at last season's trade deadline making the big deal for DeMarcus Cousins.
You know, you look at Anthony Davis being paired with Cousins, and certainly on paper, you can make the argument that they've got the best 1-2 punch on the front line in the league. 2 Kentucky guys, great size and offensive skill in terms of their versatility. If they can surround them with shooters and some perimeter defense, I think this group could be scary.
Drew Holiday's checked in for Ian Clark. Smitty, a lot of guys are great shooters because of how fast their release is, how quickly they get it off. Who has the quickest release, you think, right now in the league?
Klay Thompson, I think, is the quickest right now. Some other guys, J.J. Redick, Kyle Korver, those guys can get their shot off quickly. Jamal Crawford is not, per se, a three-point shot, but off the dribble in the mid-range. Anthony Morrow, those are some of the names I think they get it off the quickest. But Klay, I would say, is number 1 in my opinion.
When you played, did you try to work on that, getting it off quickly?
I think with my size, I didn't have to, Kevin, so I just wanted the guy to get as close as possible so I can shoot it right in his mug.
Rose, a screen on Crawford. Here's Thunder. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Yeah, you love the solid screen, but what you hate is just the inability to finish.
You can see he's frustrated with that one. Knows it's up to him to make that play.
LeBron James on the wing. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 4th quarter. James, a screen on Crawford. Here's Thunder, and the rejection by Cousins.
When he puts everything he has into his defense, Cousins can be a force. Big, strong, and smart. Of course, he's going to block his share of shots when he's committed.
The Cavaliers leading by 10. LeBron outside. And the dunk by James.
The power, body control. LeBron finishes through contact as well as anyone we've seen.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
And look, you never want to see a team gut you this way. Really a good timeout.
Some of this is just a matter of toughness, a willingness to play physical inside, something we're not seeing.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Shumpert is checked in for Korver. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for Derrick Rose. And the Pelicans also making a change. Hill, he's checked in for Jackson. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, look, here's what Alvin Gentry told his team during the break. And he tried to pep them up. He said, look, nobody said this was going to be a cakewalk. We knew they weren't going to back down or go away. So if we want this game, we got to take it from them. A lot of fire from Coach during that speech, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Free throw, no good for LeBron.
You know he's a perennial all-NBA first-teamer, but LeBron is also one of the league's top spokesmen.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
The screen from Thompson. Pass to Thunder. Back to Shumpert. Cleveland moving the ball around. Over Davis. Cousins pulls it in. Cousins has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Outside, Davis. He kicks it to Cousins. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. LeBron James on the wing. Passes to Thunder. There's the pick. No good that time. Now New Orleans will take it the other way.
Boy, this is rough on him. He wants to help out the team, which is playing well otherwise, but his shot just isn't there.
Count that one. And 12 points here for Cousins.
See, in this half, I feel like he's a much different shooter. Calm, focused, and letting things come to him.
LeBron outside. And the pass to Thunder. Outside Thomas. Unloads from 13. And another miss by Cleveland.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Cousins dishes to Hill. Holiday, no one around him. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Holiday's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for New Orleans. And for the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off a good outing against the Hornets in Charlotte. Thunder passes to Thompson. To the middle. Here's Thunder, guarded by Crawford. Chalk up 2 there. And the Cavaliers lead by 8.
Attacking on the interior, I like that attitude.
And Holiday kicks to Davis. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. First free throw is good. And Cleveland making a change here. Crowder's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time.
And the Cavs trade for Isaiah Thomas reunites 2 former teammates. He and Kevin Love actually played a little AAU ball together, both of them growing up in the Pacific Northwest.
Jacks up a 3. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
He is starting to build up a little confidence. Hit just 1 3 in the entire first half, but he has hit 2 more since then.
Hill dishes to Davis. Davis setting the pick for Hill. Screen by Cousins. Hill inside. Working on James. Count it. And the Cavalier lead has been cut down to 7 on the bucket from Hill. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the fourth.
And back in high school, Isaiah Thomas used to ride the train down to Portland and stay the weekend at the Love's family house. For those 2 teaming up once again at this level.
Can't do anything about it. LeBron gets a step. Next thing you know, he's hanging off the rim.
Pelicans trail by 9. Hill sets the screen for Holiday. Davis with a screen on Crowder. Hill kicks to Cousins. Shot from 6. Another one falls for New Orleans.
You know, as ice cold as he was in the first half, that's how hot he has been since the break. No one can match up with him right now.
Pass to Thunder. There's a screen. He dishes it to Thomas. And a miss there on the triple.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And Holiday kicks to Davis. Cousins inside. He's covered by Thompson. Cousins, no good.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
Holiday, the pass to Davis. Crawford kicks to Cousins. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Thompson's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Outside Thomas. Thompson, high post. Cleveland moving it around. Here's Thunder, guarded by Crawford. Thompson sets the pick for Thomas. Elbow shot. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Crafty move. He recognizes the size disadvantage, and the mid-range is close enough.
Right. No reason to take it all the way to the rack. Instead, take what the defense allows.
Hill kicks to Cousins. And that one is off. Good D by Thompson. LeBron with it. He's picked up by Hill. Here's Thomas. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. And the Cavaliers lead by 11.
And just putting the finishing touches on this one. They have been on fire.
I mean, a fantastic run. The guys are really clicking, and the scoreboard reflects that.
They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
Passes it to Thunder. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Gets the first, and that will put them up by 9. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 10. There's 25 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
And with the playoffs on the horizon, he'll be looking to stay in peak form as long as he can. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Here's the pass to Thunder. Lays it up off the glass.
And this is the kind of deficit it would take a miracle to overcome.
I think this hometown crowd agrees with you. They are fired up about it.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really...
DJ, you're up.
All right, let's do this.
Well, DJ, that's one more in the win column for you guys. How long do you think this streak can last?
As far as I'm concerned, tonight was another one-game win streak. We played really well, but there's always room to improve. So we'll prepare for the next game and hopefully start that one off with another one-game streak.
Play, win, repeat. Is that just how it goes now, DJ? It seems like you guys can't lose.
I like this guy, man. Thank you. But we can lose. We have lost, and I'm sure we will lose again. But you know, we've been playing some really solid team ball lately, and it's been a lot of fun. But we can't sit back on that. We got to keep pressing into it every single day.
Good work today, DJ.
Thanks, Anna.
See you tomorrow.
All right.